Hello everyone, we're going to the second match of an Aether Revolt draft. We lost in our first match, and this is quite a good hand. Nice removal, 2-drop, and one of the better cards in our deck, and Treasure Keeper. So I'm happy with it. We don't have too many shenanigans with Mechanic. We have a few. We have a few cards with Revolt. We also have the Falcon thing that gives +1/+1 in Vigilance to everyone, and obviously that's probably the coolest thing we can do with the Aviary Mechanic. I'm probably going to play the Automaton first. Yeah. I will play the Automaton first. All right. Now I guess I'll play the Narnum Cobra. We'll attack. Maybe he gets impeccable timing or something, but we're okay with that. Nope. Yeah, we're going to play Narnum Cobra now. We want to leave up red so we can shock. That's just kind of a little thing that you always want to make sure you do when you can, because, you know, my opponent, the chances, especially on turn 3, that my opponent plays in X2 are pretty good. So, I mean, we also have Harness Lightning, of course, so we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, see what I said? X2, and this is going to be a pretty big beating. Our opponent just paid 3 for that. We're paying 1 to kill it, and he has no blockers now. So, and we drew a land for our Treasure Keeper, which is nice. We're just like an all-artifact deck, apparently. We're going to attack for 4. Drop our opponent to 14. Play Treasure Keeper. And we're pretty far ahead of our opponent on board now. We still have Harness Lightning to deal with something he might play. Not that, though. That's a little too big. So that does a pretty good job of putting a halt to what we're trying to do here. We can still ping him with Welder Automaton, but that's basically all we got now. I could have attacked with the Keeper and killed his Ibex, but I'm thinking he's probably going to swing with his Ibex, and I'm okay with that. All right, so Herald of the Fair. I mean, if he decides he wants to attack with his Ibex here, we are all for it, I think. Oh, he said he misclicked. He gave his own creature, his other creature, the pump. Yeah, because I'd probably double block the Ibex as is. So, do we want to Harness Lightning anything? I'm kind of leaning towards no. We'll just ping our opponent. Another land. We're going to play Aviary Mechanic. Not going to bounce anything. And we'll end our turn. Right now, Welder Automaton is our win condition, I guess. One of our flyers would be good. Do you attack? Okay, so I'm going to double block with Treasure Keeper and Narnum Cobra here. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. If he uses a trick, we still have Harness Lightning as a potential out. Would still mean he comes out ahead most likely, though, because it would be like a 3 for 2, but we'll see. Running this Narnum Cobra when we don't have green feels bad, but we really were lacking 2-drops for a deck that wanted to be aggressive. All right, so he's going to Welding Sparks that out of the way. So I'm going to let that happen. I think the smart thing to do here is let our Treasure Keeper trigger happen first, because we could hit like Shock and just kill his guy. So we got Alley Evasion, which is pretty bad right here. Wow, yeah, combat tricks are terrible with Treasure Keeper. I mean, I'll buff one of my creatures, because why not? I think I'm going to use Harness Lightning here. Doesn't feel great, but the thing's going to get way too big for us before too long, so. Yep, we'll pay the 2 energy, kill it. Hey, there's that guy. I think I attack with both my guys. Yeah, it kills my welder automaton. But now that our opponent has no blockers, playing Renegade Wheelsmith is kind of a beating. I mean, granted, he could play servos and things, but if he just plays one blocker this turn, it suddenly becomes like a lot of damage because this can make things unable to block. So, not just unable to block him either, unable to block period. So, it's pretty good. Would not mind my Restoration Specialist right now. Yeah, I guess I have 2 combat tricks with Treasure Keeper, and you don't usually want to be hitting those. Ally Evasion at least can be good sometimes if we had a creature in play with an Enter the Battlefield ability, but that was not what we wanted to hit there. Shock would have been beautiful because we could have killed the Ibex and kept our Harness Lightning. All right, Lotnu Sailback. Oh, dream come true, huh? All right, well, we're going to attack with both of these. Make this guy unable to block. Get in for 5. Play Restoration Specialist. And I'm going to end my turn. Probably just going to block the Lotnu Sailback if it attacks. And get back Treasure Keeper. Probably hit my Built to Smash on my Treasure Keeper trigger. I'm trying to decide if I would use this if our opponent doesn't attack. And I'm not sure I would. Because I would have lethal. We'll just have to see. We can obviously... Like, if our opponent attacks with this, this is lethal, assuming he only plays one other creature, and we can just make it unable to block. So, of course, that's wishful thinking, but I'll have to think about it if our opponent doesn't attack here. All right, Caught in the Brights is pretty good there, obviously. Okay. At least he doesn't come with a servo. I think we do block the Sailback if he attacks with it. He doesn't, so I'm not going to. Oh, hey, there's our Caught in the Brights. How about that? All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to attack with my Mechanic. Probably just trades, yeah. And I'll end my turn. Now I probably do get back Treasure Keeper because Restoration Specialist obviously isn't doing a whole lot. Would be nice to find a way to get my Caught in the Brights into the graveyard too, because then I would get both back. But since we don't have vehicles in our deck, we can't do that. Our opponent would have to sacrifice their permanent. Right, well, that's scary. Solemn Recruit is a very scary card if our opponent can start revolting on the regular. So yeah, we're just going to lose this guy, and we're going to get back Treasure Keeper. Decommission. Well, we can use it to blow up the Caught in the Brights and just swing for 3 here. I think I'm going to wait a turn, though, and have it be a little bit better. Because if I decommission, get rid of Caught in the Brights, and attack like out of nowhere, like my opponent's like, well, he can't attack with his Wheelsmith. Not only is he discounting the 3 damage, he's discounting the ability to make something unable to block. So we're in pretty good shape thanks to that decommission. Right, well, that's obnoxious because now he can give his Solemn Recruit oh, that's even more obnoxious. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. So his Lotnu Sailback can block and attack now. And his Solemn Recruit's also going to get what it needs to get. Revolt. Okay. Well, I'm going to end my turn. Can't do a whole lot here. I can double block the Solemn Recruit, and that's probably what I'll do, because I can decommission, get rid of that, and double block, and it will kill both my creatures, and hope we hit something off a Treasure Keeper. Ooh, now we can't. That is not good. Okay. Well. That double strike is not cool. Right, I'm going to block with Treasure Keeper and take 8. See what we hit off of Treasure Keeper. Frontline Rebel, sure. Ow. I think I'm going to use Decommission so I can gain the life, since I have Revolt right now. Frontline Rebel number 2. Our first one obviously has to attack, so we're kind of in trouble here. Yeah. Not so good. Bye-bye, Frontline Rebel. Play another one. Be blocking with this one. But I think we're pretty much dead. We got our opponent pretty low on life, but we did not find a way to stop, to finish the game, which was too bad. We have another chance, of course, but that fell at our Guardian turn was brutal between the Revolt trigger and everything else. I mean, our opponent can sort of slip up with being too aggressive still, but yeah, he's not going to do that. Nope. I think I'm just going to take these because we're pretty much dead in the water anyway. We just have to hope some incredible, like if we top deck a removal spell that can kill one of these, and he doesn't play a blocker here or something like that. That's the only thing we can hope for. Losing one of our creatures right now doesn't seem worth it, so we're just going to take the 11 here. And it maybe has a trick that just kills us, but like I said, we're pretty much dead in the water anyway. All right. Well, that interesting. Doesn't save us, but it'll make things interesting here late. Yeah. Play the Eagle. He now doesn't have any good blocks, and that's pretty relevant. The funny thing is, this is sort of a non-bow because I can't make a creature unable to block because my guy's not going to tap anymore. But still, we have some good attacks. Obviously, my Renegade Wheelsmith can just be killed by Dawn Feather Eagle. But yeah. I'm guessing that's what he's going to do. He's got to block something. Maybe he'd rather keep the Eagle, though, and lose the Guardian now that it's not doing anything. But trading is a pretty big deal. He's going to block both. You have 2 tricks? Or are you just that scared of dying? I did leave mana up for built to last, so that might be why he's blocking. Oh no, it's Death Dismissal, so he's going to kill both of them. All right, and now we're dead, so. Okay. All right. Wrangle again seemed pretty solid, but I don't really think we want to bring it in. Don't really need another decommission either, so we're just going to roll with this. All right, we would like to play first. This is a pretty good one. Not too different from our last one. I think it's a little better, actually. We kind of have a curve out, although the one drop we're playing isn't actually a creature, but we have 2/3. And Dawn Feather Eagle with Renegade Wheelsmith in play, as we noticed, is a little bit of a non-bow, but you know, it still pumps everybody and gives them vigilance. I wish vigilance was a Yume ability in this case. It would have been pretty big in that last game, but it's not. So we play Implement of Improvement here. End our turn. All right. We're gonna play Welder Automaton. No 2-drop is good for us. I think that might have happened the last game too, though. But we need to get in for all the damage we can. Maybe this time we want to keep our Welder Automaton alive. Well. Okay. We're going to play our Wheelsmith. Reminds me of Goblin Heel Cutter. In some ways he's better, but in other ways he's worse because the Heel Cutter you could just put into play every turn, which was kind of awesome. Okay. We're going to go ahead and sacrifice our Implement here. See if we draw something else. Because we can still play our Restoration Specialist. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Okay. We are going to attack. Make this unable to block. We're going to play Restoration Specialist, and we're going to play a Mountain. So in a few turns, we'll be able to go sack Specialist and play Aeronauts to gain 5, which is pretty nice. Next turn, I'll probably just play Dawn Feather Eagle next turn. We're just going to take this. Yeah. I'm just going to play Dawn Feather Eagle. And we're going to attack for 7. Do we eat another Impeccable Timing? No. Obviously, Scrapper Champion plus Dawn Feather Eagle would have been nice too, but what are you going to do? All right, opponent found their red mana. They play a Thriving Ibex. Do I just attack with Dawn Feather Eagle? I don't think so. I think attacking with everything, making the Ibex unable to block is pretty good right here. Then I can play the Aeronauts, and they'll finish the game in the sky, and I'll probably be gaining some life, too, because they'll probably block and kill my Wheelsmith. So Wheelsmith, make Ibex unable to block. He blocks the Wheelsmith. We drop him to 5, and then we play Airship Aeronauts. We go back up to 24. And our opponent's just dead in the air now. This is definitely the game where our deck sort of performed the way I envisioned it performing as we were drafting. It's entirely possible our opponent stabilizes again at low life and we can't finish him, though. So shouldn't get too excited yet. We do have 2 pretty good cards in our hand, though. Though Scrapper Champion isn't great against Thriving Ibex. Right, he plays his own Dawn Feather Eagle, which does make our lives a little more difficult. For sure. We can still attack with both our flyers. He goes to 2 and has to block with his flyer, so we're still in pretty good shape, and that's what we do. Oh, wait, we just have... No, we don't. I was thinking I could still... This was tapped, but it's not. So, yeah, we'll attack with both. Getting back Welder Automaton's kind of interesting right now. We can think about it. We have to choose which of these we want to play, though. I think I'll play the Scrapper Champion. Since he represents... They all represent lethal, so... Opponent has to have an out here. And I could still just get back. Do I have enough mana? If I draw land, I can both play the Automaton and ping our opponent. So that's not too terrible. All right, we got there. Let's see if we can win more than one game in this match. Last time we won 1-2, but was not enough. Okay, I don't think we really change anything. Not a Skygate, although he does have some flyers. He doesn't have enough for Skygate. Okay. 5 lands, 3-drop, 4-drop. That seems a little slow against this opponent, although he hasn't played a lot of 2s and 3s. Also on the draw, so it's like extra slow. I think this is a mulligan. I think we can find a better hand with 6 plus a scry. Right, I think we did. And yeah, I'm going to keep him on top. We'll draw land, I'm pretty sure. We also have Implement of Improvement to dig us to 1 if we get desperate. We're going to play our Implement. And then Welder Automaton. All right. We're going to play Welder Automaton. Probably just take 2 here. Yeah, that's the plan. Aegis Automaton. Okay. That's kind of a combo in a way because you can just make like a ton of servos kind of slowly, but you can make them. All right, we're going to play our Wheelsmith just because he enables so much more action. than either of these other two cards do. Gear Smasher plus Implement of Improvement is like a mini Lightning Helix, Lightning Shock, if you will. It's not too terrible. Well, you can't target creatures with it, so I guess it's kind of bad. It's not bad. It's only kind of bad, not bad. We're going to take another 2. All right, Caught in the Brights. Okay. I think I'm going to play... What am I going to play? Actually, I think I should attack first. I'm never going to block with this guy anyway. He's going to block, which makes sense, but it was worth trying. Yeah, I think I play Glint Sleeve Artisan because it can attack through Aegis Automaton. We're going to give it a +1/+1 counter and end our turn. Gotta find our decommission for our poor Renegade Wheelsmith. Guy keeps getting locked down. Alright, we're gonna sacrifice this. There's our Caught in the Brights. Oh, hey, there's decommission. He has to double block to kill Glint Sleeve Artisan, so I think I attack. And then I probably play the Gear Smasher before I play Decommission on the Caught in the Brights. I don't know. We'll see. Could have a trick. No, he's just going to take 3. So I'm going to play the Gear Smasher here. Yeah. And in my turn, it can block both of these creatures well, so it's pretty good right here. Ooh. Did not mean to click on that, obviously. Okay. So now I can decommission plus Harness Lightning. And that is pretty good. So I think I'm going to use decommission to blow up Caught in the Brights. And I'm going to attack with everything and make the 2/2 unable to block, I think. Yeah. And then whatever blocks my Renegade Wheelsmith, I can use Harness Lightning on, most likely. So we're going to make that unable to block. Obviously, the Aegis Automaton can block a lot of stuff here. But it can't kill any of it, so I'm not really concerned. Yeah, I'm going to use Harness Lightning here. Even if he has a trick, this dies. So we're going to use Harness Lightning. Keep him alive. Keeping the Wheelsmith's huge when you have Caught in the Brights in play too. So he's got something for me. He's going to impeccable timing it anyway. No. What could it be? 2 mana? Should I spend all 3 in the event my opponent decides to use Built to Last here? Even if he does, his guy's still going to die, so... No. Yeah. Yeah, he could have blocked another creature. That's what he's talking about. Right, he did still kill it. All right. Made him use 2 cards to do it, so I don't feel terrible. Okay, well, we're just going to put Caught in the Brights on that. He can, of course, return his Conviction to his hand and all sorts of nonsense, but we're okay with that. It's, all that can go on is an Aegis Automaton, so... We're getting pretty close to just being able to kill our opponent with our board, like ping once and sacrifice the Welder Automaton to the Gear Smasher. That's pretty good. Obviously, he's going to block one of the 2s here, though. Drop himself to 5. And we'll end our turn. He returned his aura to his hand, of course. Eventually, he'll be able to blink this, and that'll be extra painful because he'll get a servo and he'll get rid of Caught in the Brights. So we need to kill him quickly, basically. He's been stuck on 3 for a while. We've been kind of lucky. So, yeah, he's definitely land screwed. He definitely is. Not just like, and he doesn't have red even, so. Both decks we've played so far have been red-white, interestingly. He's got something for us, though. Will it be able to block my 3/3? Decommission on my Welder Automaton, okay. Well, that was pretty good of our opponent, as low as his life total is. We're going to attack with both of these and drop him to 2. He'll block my Gear Smasher, go to 2. And then we'll play Frontline Rebel, and hopefully that'll just get us there. All right, so we're going to attack. Opponent goes down to 2. Probably should have held on to that card for bluffing, but we'll play the Rebel. It was good we sort of kept our foot on the gas pedal by blowing up, decommissioning the Renegade Will Smith's aura and everything, because that really allowed us to get in more damage when we could. So, yeah, we got there. So, going to go into the 3rd match, looking to win 2 packs for the winner of the drawing. So, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.